Dear students, today we are going to discuss about that problems on probability distribution of the Markov chain. In the last session, we have discussed about that probability distribution of the Markov chain, initial probability distribution, and then steady state or stationary distribution of the process. I give the link in the description box for the session. So what we discussed in the last session, some important points I go through. If the initial probability distribution is P0 and the one step TPM is P, if both the P0 and the P is available, then we can get that the probability distribution after any number of steps. So then the probability distribution after one step is denoted by P1 and is defined as P1 equal to P0 into P. Similarly, the probability distribution after two steps is P2 equal to P1 into P. P2 means probability distribution after two steps, that is equal to what we get that in the first step into transition probability matrix. So the probability distribution after three steps is defined as P3 equal to P2 into P and so on. Therefore, the probability distribution after n steps is defined as Pn equal to Pn minus 1 into P. So what is the probability distribution in the long run? That is steady state distribution of the Markov chain is pi bar equal to pi bar into P. These are the important points we have discussed in the last session. Based on this, we will discuss few problems in this session. First problem is a gambler problem. A gambler has ₹2. He bets ₹1 at a time and wins ₹1 with the probability 1 by 2. He stops playing if he loses ₹2 or wins ₹4. So what is the transition probability matrix of the related Markov chain, and what is the probability that he lost his money at the end of 5 plays? For that, first we have to take that what are the states of the Markov chain. So let xn represent the amount with the player at the end of nth round of play. So xn values are from 0 to 6. Since a gambler has ₹2, he stops his plays when he loses all this money, otherwise he wins ₹4. That means already he is having ₹2 plus 4 rupees, 6 rupees. So the state space of xn or the states of the Markov chain are 0 to 6 as the game ends. If the player loses all the money, xn equal to 0 or wins ₹4. So the probability of wins or loss equal to 1 by 2. Initially the player has ₹2 with him, therefore the initial probability distribution is P0 is 0 0 1 0 0 0 0. See that initially the player has ₹2, therefore the probability, the respective probability is 1, all the other probabilities are 0. How to form the TPM of the Markov chain? So we will see that step by step. States of xn minus 1, that is the present states. States of xn, these are the future states. Then present states are 0 1 to 6. Whatever you have written that present state, the same thing you have to write as a future state 0 1 to 6. Then the matrix 7 by 7 matrix we will get. First, initially the man has ₹2 with him. If he bets, in case if he wins the game, then in the future state 3 he may wins that with the probability 1 by 2. In case if he lost means the probability with the probability 1 by 2 he may having ₹1. So 1 by 2. All the other values are, now see that the row total is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, that is 1. Also the other values are 0. Now in case the man has rupees 1 with him, then he bets his money. In case if he wins, then he is having rupees 2 with him, otherwise he may lose his money with the probability 1 by 2. Similarly, in case if the man is having rupees 0, then in the future state he will not go to the game, he will go to home only. So 0 rupees is probability with probability 1, all the other probabilities are 0. Similarly, we can find for 3, 4, 5, 6. So for that, in case the man is having rupees 3, then he may lose, means he may having that rupees 2 in the future with the probability 1 by 2. If he wins, means with the probability 1 by 2, he may having that rupees 4 with him. Similarly, for 4, 5, we can get that in case the person has rupees 6 with him. In case the person has rupees 6 with him, then you go to home with rupees 6. Therefore, this probability is 1, the other probabilities are 0. Now, what is the probability that he lost his money at the end of 5 plays? The probability distribution after one step is denoted by P1 and is defined as P1 equal to P0 into P. The beginning we have seen that formula, and then how to find this P1 equal to P0. P0 is this matrix, and then P is the transition probability matrix. Multiply this, then we may we can get that 0 1 by 2 0 1 by 2 0 0. After multiplying this 7 by 7 matrix and that initial probability, we can get this. Then the probability distribution after 2 step. So the probability distribution after 2 step is P2 equal to P1 into P, 0 1 by 2 0 1 by 2 0 0. Then what we get in the first step, then we have to multiply with the transition probability matrix. Then the probability distribution after 2 step is 1 by 4 0 1 by 2 0 1 by 4 0 0. That is the first value 1 by 4 means the man lost his money. What is the probability? The man lost his money. Now, alternate method to find that probability distribution after 5 steps. So how to find that? What is the shortcut to find that? Alternate method to find the probability distribution after 5 steps. First, initially the probability distribution xn is P0. So the man has rupees 2. He may wins or loss. He may wins or loss his money. That means this one split into 1 by 2 1 by 2. Either he may has rupees 1 or he may has rupees 3. That is, he may wins or loss with the probability 1 by 2. If he wins means he has rupees 3 with him, otherwise he may lose means he has rupees 1 with him. Therefore, the probability distribution after one step P1 equal to 0 1 by 2 0 1 by 2 0 0, because this one split into 3, or this split into both side. This one split into right hand side 1 by 2, left hand side 1 by 2. Therefore, we are getting this probability distribution. Next one, the probability distribution after 2 steps. The probability distribution after 2 steps means this 1 by 2 split into 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 like this. This 1 by 2 can split into 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4. So what happened? This 1 by 4 move to this side, this 1 by 4 move to this side. Similarly, this 1 by 4 is move to this side, this 1 by 4 move to this side. Therefore, here first value is 1 by 4, next value is 0, next value is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 1 by 8, next value is 0, next value is 1 by 4, then 0 0. So see that first value 1 by 4 0, next value 1 by 2 0, 1 by 4 0 0. So next one, similarly we can use the same technique to find the probability distribution after 3 steps. That means this 1 by 4 should not share with any other things, because in case the man has rupees 4, he go to his home. Therefore, this 1 by 4 will not split. So, this 1 by 2 split into left hand side and right hand side. This 1 by 4 split into left hand and right hand side. That is equally it split into left hand and right hand side. Then we may get that this 1 by 4 is 1 by 4. This 1 by 2 split into this side is 1 by 4, and then this probability is 0. This side 1 by 4 it split it, and then this side 1 by 8 is there. Therefore, you can add that 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8, that is equal to 3 by 8. So, next one is 0. So, this 1 by 4 split into this side, therefore, it is 1 by 8 and then 0 last one. Next, the probability distribution after 4 place. The probability distribution after 4 place. So, what we discussed in the last one. Similarly, this 1 by 4 will not split. This 1 by 4 split into 1 by 8, 1 by 8. This 3 by 8 split into 3 by 16, 3 by 16. This 1 by 8 split into 1 by 16, 1 by 16. So, last value is 1 by 16, and then here 1 by 16, this probability is 0. In this 1 by 4 cannot split. Similarly, the last value, if here it is 0, in case if it is greater than 0, then this value is not splitted, this value. So, this 1 by 16 also will not split into two parts, only the middle values are from 1 to 5 are split into two part, the other values are will not split. That means the first value and the last value will not split into two part, the middle values are split. Okay. Then the probability distribution after 5 place, that is P5 equal to 3 by 8, 5 by 32, 0, 9 by 32, 0, 1 by 8, 1 by 16. So, this is the result we are getting after 5 place. See that what is the question here, what is the probability that he ends his game after 5 place. That means after 5 place the man having rupees 0 with him. So, rupees 0 with him means this is the value of xn, the respective probability is 3 by 8. Therefore, we may get that the probability the man has lost his money at the end of 5 place is probability of xy equal to 0. The entry corresponding to the state 0 is P5, that is equal to 3 by 8. So, that is the value of that, the probability of the man end his game at the end of 5 place. Next problem is the probability of dry day following a rainy day is 1 by 3 and the probability of rainy day following a dry day is 1 by 2. Given that May 1st day is the dry day, find the probability May 3rd day is the dry day. Also find the May 5th day is the dry day. There are two states are there. One is dry day, one more is rainy day. The dry day following a rainy day, the probability is 1 by 3. The rainy day following a dry day is probability 1 by 2. Therefore, we can write the remaining probability. This is the transition probability diagram. Transition diagram. Then, based on this transition diagram, we can write that the transition probability matrix TPM. So, here we have to write that what are the states of present states and then what are the future states you have to write. So, future state is state of xn plus 1. Then the respective probabilities are 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 2 by 3. That is, the first day is the dry day, next day also dry day with the probability 1 by 2. In case first day is the dry day, next day is rainy day is with the probability 1 by 2. First day is rainy day, next day is dry day is that 1 by 3 probability. Similarly, first day is rainy day, next day is rainy day, next day also rainy day is probability 2 by 3. So, what is the initial probability distribution here? Initial probability distribution is the May 1st day is the dry day. Therefore, P0 is 1 comma 0 because the first one is for dry day, next one is for rainy day. The first day rainy day is not possible, the first day is the dry day, therefore this probability is 1. To find the probability, May 3rd day is the dry day. The probability distribution after one step is P1 equal to P0 into P, that is May 2. So P1 is 1 0, multiply the TPM here, we will get that 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. Similarly, we can find for May 3 and May 4, May 5. So May 3, for that May 3, the probability distribution after two steps, P2 equal to P1 into P, that is P2 equal to 1 by 2 1 by 2. If you multiply this value, we will get that 5 by 12 and 7 by 12. So what is the question here? What is the probability? The May 3rd day is the dry day, that is the respective probability for the dry day is 5 by 12. Therefore the probability that the May 3rd day is the dry day is 5 by 12. So we can find that for May 5th is the dry day. Then we move to the next step, that is the probability distribution after 3 step is P3 equal to P2 into P, that means it is a May 4. So the probability distribution for that P3 is that whatever we are getting, that P2 right here, and then multiply that one step TPM. So we can find that the probability distribution after n number of steps. So what are the required values? One is the initial probability distribution and one more is one step TPM. So the probability distribution after 4 step is P4 equal to P3 into P, that is May 5. So here after multiplying this value, these two values, we are getting that 173 by 432, 259 by 432. So here only multiple this and this, and then after result 173 by 432, then no need to multiple this one, just you subtract with 1 minus 259 by 432 here. So first state is for dry day. The probability that May 5th is the dry day is 173 by 432. This is the answer for the problem. Next problem is, a salesman territory consists of 3 cities ABC. He never sells. So the what are the 3 states here? ABC. He never sells in the same city on the successive days. So A to A, first day A, in case if he sell in the city A, the next day he will not sell in city A. Similarly for the other cities. So what is the first point here? If sells in city A, then the next day he sells in city B. So that is the probability is 1. However, if he sells in either B or C, in case if he sells in B, then next day is twice as likely to sell in city A. That is, in case the man sells in city B, next day twice as the probability he will sells in city A as in sells in city B. Similarly, if he sells in city C, next day twice as many items as he will sell in city A. So the remaining probabilities also we can write that. In case if he sells in city B, next day he will sell in city C with the probability 1 by 3. So how often does he sell? How often does he sell in each of the cities in the steady state? The formation of TPM. How to form the TPM? Let Xn represent the sales pattern. So there are 3 states are there, A, B, C. The transition probability matrix of the process Xn is given below. So how to form this? States of Xn is present states. States of Xn plus 1, that is the future states. So A, B, C are the present states, A, B, C are the future states. The respective TPM is this one. That is if he sells in city A, next day he will not sell in city A, 0 with the probability 0. Similarly for the other cities, that is one day he sells in city B, next day he will not sell in city B, and then similarly for that city C, in case first day if first day sells in city C, next day he will not sell in city C. So the diagonal values are 0. The other values are, first day if he is sell in city A, next day he sell in city B. In case if he sell in city B on the first day, next day he will sell as many items, twice as many items are sell in the other cities. So this is the TPM. Next, how often he sells in city in the cities. So how to find this? That means the probability distribution in the long run we have to find. So what is the steady state distribution or probability distribution in the long run of the Markov chain? The formula is pi bar equal to pi bar into P. Here three states are there. So we can take that pi bar equal to pi 1 pi 2 1 minus pi 1 minus pi 2. Generally we are taking that pi 1 pi 2 pi 3, but instead of taking pi 3 we can take that 1 minus pi 1 minus pi 2, because once we find that pi 1 and pi 2, then immediately we can find that this third one state, this probability we can find that subtract with 1 minus the other two values. So where capital P is the one step transition probability matrix. So pi bar is pi 1 pi 2 1 minus pi 1 minus pi 2, pi 1 pi 2 1 minus pi 1 minus pi 2 into one step TPM. Equating the values on both sides, we get that pi 1 equal to this, pi 1 equal to multiply this pi 2 into pi 2 plus 2 pi 2 by 3 plus 2 into 1 minus pi 1 minus pi 2 by 3, and pi 2 equal to pi 1 plus 1 minus pi 1 minus pi 2 by 3. Solving these two equations, we get that pi 1 equal to 2 by 5 and pi 2 equal to 9 by 20. Therefore pi bar equal to 2 by 5 plus 9 by 20. 1 minus of 2 by 5 minus 9 by 20 is 3 by 20. So this is the probability distribution in the long run. Therefore in the long run he sells 40% of the time in city A, 45% of the time in city B, and 15% of the time in city C. Some problems given here for the practice. Two boys B1 and B2 and two girls G1, G2 are throwing the ball from one to the another. Each boy throw the ball to the other boy with the probability 1 by 2 and each girl with the probability 1 by 4. On the other hand, each girl throw the ball to each boy with the probability 1 by 2 and never to the other girl. So in the long run, how often does each receive the ball? So it is like the previous problem. Form the TPM, and then in the long run means we have to find that pi bar equal to pi bar into P. Okay, listen, in this type of problem, how, in the second problem also, how often she buys each of the cereals. So in these two problems, initial probability distribution no need, because in the long run we are going to find that pi bar only. We have to form the pi bar based on the number of states. Please practice it. Thank you.